Welcome back, everybody. Some more EU4 with me, Daniel, playing as now Italy, having been this wee little province of Bologna. Where are you? There. So long ago, we were just this little potato in northern Italy. Now look at us. We need to be on speed 4 because we have done a lot of conquering and overextension is over 200% again, which leads to some horrible, horrible problems that we just have to not indulge. Conversion successful. Hooray! Gloucester is now Protestant. Yeah, we'll open your borders. And the Songhai are looking for some money offers. It's fine. We've got plenty. We also have the opportunity to get this diplomatic idea. Would not have been all that helpful if we'd waited for this. It's fine. There we go. We only need to get one more, and then we get cheaper diplomatic tech for the rest of the game. Not that that's going to be a huge difference, but it's better than a kick in the face. Two revolts right next to each other. Very convenient. I appreciate that. Thank you for being so considerate, Mr. Rebellions. Mr. Rebellions. Yeah, Mr. Rebels. Guess it's the same thing, essentially. Yeah, more unhappiness. I know. Our overextension is wild. And I am abundantly clear that we have to wait. We're in a peace treaty with Bavaria because we threatened for a province and we got it. We can't just attack Austria because Poland will defend them. I don't think there are going to be many nations left within the Holy Roman Empire that Poland will not defend against us. Because for them to not defend against them, they have to hate them more than they hate us. And that'll take some doing. They hate us a lot. The three leagues might be the next candidate to go for because they don't have really anything other than Poland going on. And they do have, 6 provinces we can take from them, which is not bad. They have what is typically quite a lot of Burgundy's territory, a bit of Switzerland's. Yeah, they're nothing to sneeze at. And considering they start as a one-province minor, they're doing pretty well. Yeah, we don't care that our peace treaty with Saxe-Lauenburg is completed. That does not matter. They are not a priority for us, that is for sure. Britain might be as well in the future, so our peace treaty ends with them when... Same time as... Okay, yeah, 1760, so a while. We don't have to worry about ferrying all of our troops over to the land of Britannia quite yet. We do need to keep an eye on what Bohemia's up to, though. I will take corruption. It's fine. It's just money, essentially. They're pretty big. They have no manpower, but they have 250,000 troops. They're essentially being bankrolled by Russia, who have about the same number of troops as me. So I do have to be careful. They actually have more troops and more manpower than me. So yes, I do have to be a little bit careful. Our peace treaty with the Ottomans just ended. And even though I said we're going to be doing peaceful things, they are an exception because they're not scary at all. And we need, essentially everything that they own? I don't think it's quite everything, but it's pretty close. We need all of their land in Anatolia. And we need all of it in Egypt. We don't need Al Joff. I don't think we need grain either, do we? I don't think so. Let's check so I'm not wrong. Yeah, we don't need anything down here. So we could leave them as essentially a 3-province minor with 3 random provinces. I don't have a lot of troops in the area yet, so we are going to declare on them, but not straight away. These 2 stacks need to come over to help. There we go. So we'll move them into the area, then we'll declare war on the Ottomans. I know, I'm terrible at staying at peace. I'm just so bad at it. Let's check who they're allied to. So they're allied to hit the Kingdom of Hejaz, which is tiny in this game right now. They're allied to Biapas, which is the nation, that's been trying to grow tall rather than wide. And they're allied to Ajam, who do have a significant number of troops, and they would be the vast majority of what we'd have to deal with. Okay. Could be worse. They're not that scary. And finally, the Industrial Revolution has popped. This has taken forever. So the rapid pace of technological change is beginning to have a profound effect on the very organization of society. Where did it pop? So this is the final institution in the game. Of course, it's in Glamorgan. We are one province away. I'm not too upset by that though. So when it comes to industrialization, let's just pick a province at random. So we're in the province of Vanite, or Vante, however you pronounce it. If you have a naval equipment manufactory, you get a bonus towards it. We have lots of innovation, so we get big bonuses towards it. We don't have industrialization, so the nearby friendly province thing is not a thing. 20 development port, and the owner has 2 colonial nations, obviously not us either. So, not perfect, but we do have a lot going on. And what we really want to do is in Wessex, because we have the full state. Do we want to state that? Probably not. I was thinking about stating it and then having it boost the chance of getting the... Yeah, I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to do it. No need. We'll have to spend an absolute arm and a leg when the time comes to get that anyway, and I'm not in any rush. Turn the speed back down to 3, because we do have troops that are pretty close now. This should be more than enough. We're still at our general limit. We've got 45,000, 87, 113, 112. So that'd be okay. Yeah, so we'd have enough troops to do this. I'm going to declare now. I think we've waited long enough. The Timurids would join if we gave them things, but we don't need to do that. So we're just going to declare now. We don't even need to worry about the naval game because the Caspian Sea doesn't count as a sea. Don't ask me why it doesn't. I have no idea. But it most certainly does not. And then what we need to do is, once we start sieging out their capital, we'll start at that point doing the carpet siege. This stack can't split. That's fine. We will... This autonomous sieging can start happening immediately. That's fine. So we can have you do that. You'll just go around and bop everything. Then we're going to see where a gem goes. Oh, well, the Ottomans have another province up in the Caucasus. I'm not bothered about it. I know that might not surprise you, but I'm really not bothered. We'll deal with Hejaz afterwards. They have only a level 1 fort as well. I mean, realistically, we could put that on the autonomous sieging too, but I'm not worried about them. I bet they have essentially no troops. 35,000 isn't nothing, but in terms of what numbers we're going to be playing with, that's nothing. That's a mountain. Mountain, grassland. We want to start by sieging a grassland fort, just so we have a foothold and a jam. I don't want anything from them, so if I can get them to peace out quickly, I'll be pretty happy with it. This stack doesn't need to give anymore. It can go over and help. And then, yeah, Armenia should help take some territory too, so we don't have to siege everything by ourselves. Siege of Namur. We've got some rebels. 41,000's nothing to sneeze at. Be fine, though. Keep coring. Just keep coring. Just keep coring. Yeah, more separatist sentiment. I understand. I get it. Okay, perfect. So you have finally got that... I say finally. It was like no time at all. Finally got that sieged out. So yeah, we'll start autonomously sieging that and that. Medina is a level 9 fort. We'll have to keep an eye on seeing what they go to, but they have very few troops. Okay. So, we don't want to attack these guys directly yet, because we want to wait, because they do have a lot of troops in the area. Not mean to hit that button. Go away. Yeah, a jam are no mugs. Oh, good. Yeah, you can now see our family share play. Thanks for that. Oh, I should turn that off on the recordings, but it's fine. Makes me laugh. Anybody else got a family share where it suddenly just decides one day that it needs to bring it up like 20 times? I had that last week. Very strange. So Shun's just had to give up an absolute ton to the Timurids. Yeah, the Timurids, I'm glad we're allied to them, because they are spicy. They would join now as well. I have 91 favors with you. I'm just going to say yes and tell you to get involved then. That'll keep a jam busy. Where are you going? This grassland. You're locked already too, so yeah, let's jump in now. We are going to be outnumbered in the end, but I hope we can do enough damage to start off with, but that won't be a problem. More rebels. Let's go squash them. And we have to go back to the jam space, because this is the only place where any interesting combat is happening. And they did not come to back it up, so they did let that stack get wiped. Very nice of them. Go over to Wazik, because I want to see where they're planning to go. We do have a small stack. Kabbalah, they're almost all moving there. They haven't all moved. So I believe we can now go over there and smack that 35k stack before they have a chance to do anything else. Which they did. Fantastic. This 40k stack is going to Wazit. Wait until somebody locks. There you go. And they're about to get wrecked. Gotta keep an eye on these stacks, because they might go and try and de-siege. Armenia, theoretically, should deal with it. But again, we're relying on the AI. So, maybe not. Also, why are you not doing anything? Why aren't you going over into this territory? I get that it's not... It's technically sieged, not by us, but you can still go in there. Stupid, stupid, stupid. There's the big siege of Sealand. We're expecting, so we'll get that bot too. Another stack wipe. And they're going to run away as well, so we might get this to be a wipe as well. We are running a little bit lower on morale, so it's going to get harder and harder to stack wipe until we fully recover. So they might run away. Yeah, they did. That's still a lot of damage done to them. Beyond that, though, I'm not that worried. They do slightly outnumber us now in Egypt, but it's tiny, and our vassal should theoretically tilt the scale, assuming they do anything. But again, we shall see. Siege of Lugo with rebels. God, can't do that. What are you doing? Towards a very small stack of Ottoman troops. Get you bopped. Yeah, you're not going to have any chance to get away, even with our poor morale. Yeah, just gain prestige. We're already capped, but I don't want the other option, so that's fine. Then we'll bop this 4,000 stack. Thank you very much. And now we want to temporarily split up our troops so that we can get everything back and recover our morale at the same time. 20k stack, what are you doing? We should just bring another group down to cover bases, I think. Where are you at? Siege and Rethel. I mean, it's not a huge surprise that kind of northern France, Belgium territories having all the revolts, given what we did to the Dutch, right? So, not surprising, just purely disappointing. Where are you going, Mosul? You're going north. I don't think we need to worry about you. I think we start sieging a jam territory so that they will peace out. Because once they're, like I said, once they're peaced out, everything else will just be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, interesting. There were Flemish separatists that came from another nation, and you're welcome, Liège, for getting that dealt with. So if we're not having our own rebels, other nations' rebels are coming over to ruin our day. Very rude of them. This 45k stack might as well come back. I really need another military leader, but I don't have the capacity without getting a penalty. As for this 53k stack, you can come over and help as well. Because a jam should... Yeah, they're down to 98,000 troops. Ooh, that was laggy. It did not like what I was asking it to do there. Beautiful. That's a wipe. I don't think that's enough troops to siege out Medina, so we'll take the big stack there. The small stack can go over to Macau. Yeah, because the autonomous stack is going in that direction as well. The 45k stack, I'm just going to have it sit in place. They're the rubbish mercenary group anyway. And let's see if we can get a jam out. They're trying to siege our vassal. I don't really care about that. Already up to 28% war score with the Ottomans. Well, overall, we're probably much higher against the Ottomans. We can take a look, in fact. Yeah, we're essentially 100%. So, Saxony needed to give up a province to Bohemia. Lithuania had to give up a ton to Russia, which is absolutely awful. And this is what we were trying to avoid. But Lithuania ended up in a war without Poland, so Russia is now just encroaching further and further into Europe. We have to keep an eye on it. That was an unbelievable stat wipe. They lost so many troops. Yep, you can have open borders. I wonder, just out of curiosity, what's the aggressive expansion like against Russia? Hardly anything, because the territory is so far away from everybody else. That is one big perk of being Russia, because you're on the edge of Europe. A lot of the territory you take really doesn't have any aggressive expansion implications. You can be significantly more aggressive than other nations try to take the same amount of development. Okay, so we do have a province in a jam sieged out. Is everything else... Nope, not everything else is mountainous. Let's go over to Quam. Then we can go over to Biapas. They don't really have a huge amount of troops, so they're not a massive priority, but we'll get there eventually. The jam won't peace out yet. Well, they should, but they're not. Overextension at 124%. If I can try and get it somewhere close to 0 before this war ends, that would be awesome. I just don't see it happening. Yeah, give that stack a smack. Thank you very much. And then, yes, just for context, this level 9 fort needs 35,000 troops at it to even begin to siege it. That's what a level 9 fort does, baby. It ruins your day. Whereas a level 1 fort took, what, a coffee break to take out? I don't want anything from them, so I'm just going to get all their money. I'm going to break their alliance with Russia, if it has one. No, just military access, okay. I don't care. I don't want them to break the alliance with the Ottomans. There's going to be so little of the Ottomans left, it's fine. We'll just piece them out. You can stay in place, because I'm going to change the autonomous sieging locations. Make sure they stay sieged at all times. I don't want it to autonomously siege a jam, though. This stack can now go back towards mainland territory, I think. We'll again have our mercenaries just wander down to make sure the Ottomans can't build any momentum, and then we'll have them walk back. And even our vassal is doing some work, kicking some butt. Might as well make the most of them before they're incorporated into our empire, which isn't going to be that far away, realistically. They're at 87%. Now, it probably will be a little bit later than 1757, because we're going to kill our diplomatic reputation again from this, but it shouldn't be too bad. In one province we can't afford to have starting there to core, so we're not doing too bad. We're not that far behind the 8-ball. Spain is no longer considered a great power. Who is? Shun, even though they got wrecked, are still the number 8 power. Interesting. Britain's already taken industrialization, which is not a huge surprise given it spawned there, but yeah, they are not going to do knowledge transfer to us, that is for sure. That is a no-doubter. Oh, Armenia's getting its stack wrecked. That was a ripperonis. Look, it was just their secondary stack, I think. Guam, sieged out. Can I peace you out now? I can. You will white peace. You'll probably give me a little bit of pocket change. That'll do. Again, I don't want to hemorrhage manpower. That's why we're agreeing to it, even though we definitely have the advantage. I don't need any land from them, so it just doesn't make sense. Oh, Metz. Metz is the first province. We finally have one with industrialization. Awesome. So I'll start spreading like wildfire. But with a jam out of the war, we only really have Biapas left and the Ottomans, and I suspect once we have Medina... I don't want to siege out Medina, it's going to cost me so much manpower. Just out of curiosity, if I ask for all of that and this land, will you peace out now? Assuming I have a diplomat, the answer is yes. So that's what we're going to do, because I don't need anything else from them. And the longer the war goes on, just the more manpower I'm going to use up. I don't need Al-Jorf. I don't want Al-Jorf. I will take a load of money from you, though. Done. Okay. So that's everything sorted out. Get a stack over there immediately. This stack can go over. This stack I do not want to keep in the Middle East. That can move back. Where else do I have random troops in places I shouldn't have them? I don't know, we'll let the dust settle first. So, we can seize land again against our own pastors and burghers, which we're definitely going to do. Thank you very much. Start calling more things. We're back up to 180% overextension. And we do have a way we can waste a load of money if we want to. So, I've never built it, but the Suez Canal just gives a load of extra bonus to trade. In the past, I'm pretty sure what you had to do was spend something like 30,000 gold, and then it would just constantly run into problems. But let's build it, why not? I don't see why not. It could be fun. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to have fun, so we're going to have fun doing it. Yes, you can have open borders, Spain, even though I kind of don't care for you or anything you do, but it's fine. Where's the rebellion happening? Bulgaria. We'll have you move over, and we'll have another stack come here. This 53k stack, you're going to move slightly different location. And then, yeah, we're going to keep a group in Iraq. Just so we have something as a buffer. We over our diplomatic relations at this point? How? Weren't we... didn't we have 6 before? We must have had an event. That's fine. It's still not a big deal. We're still getting 7 a month. Even after all of our investment. 83% is not bad for religious unity. We certainly had it higher, but that's not terrible. And now, what do we want to do? I'm wondering if the... well, it won't cause us any harm. I'm going to build a spy network in Britain, and then if we get to it, we'll agitate for liberty. I know it says you have to do it on a target with a vassal or colony, but you have to get the points against its parent, essentially. Oh, tiny rebels. I'm sure our vassal can handle those. What else can we build? We can build the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, which I'm sure is not how that's pronounced either. I mean, it makes our monarchs live longer. The other bonuses, but yeah, we might as well. We don't have unlimited money now that we're trying to build the Suez Canal, but we make so much every month, I'm sure it's fine. We could also invest in level 28 military tech. We don't need the innovativeness, though, at this point, so I'm just going to wait. I'm probably still going to get it early. Like, level 28 military tech is very, very helpful. You get new infantry and new cavalry. But I'm going to wait until we have to declare a war next, and hopefully I'll remember by that point. About 50-50, I would say. Alright, so for an episode where I said I wouldn't declare war, yeah, about that. What is going on here? So Shun had to give up provinces to Russia, renounce a bunch of cores, had to release Ning as well. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't ally Shun, because this is an absolute train wreck. And it's just, the Timurids and Russia are both eating Shun. I don't mind if the Timurids do it, but I don't really want Russia to do it. They have a crazy number of troops. Luckily, we're starting to... Well, we're actually ahead of them on manpower. Thank goodness. I mean, we are gaining 7,600 of it a month. So we are making some big quantities. Also, did that back move, or did I just not pay attention? All right, there we go. All right, next episode. We're going to try again and hold our hands beneath our legs and try not to declare war on somebody, but... Look how well that's gone. So hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now. Thank you for watching the video, and if you'd like to see more, feel free to stick around.